Talking about Hebrew Israelite fashion,
Yeah.
you could dress like that with the come hither look, but there's also the accessories that are important.
Oh man, there was one I saw years ago. A guy from IUIC standing in a cornfield with a machete. I'll never forget it.
And they were totally convinced that that's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
And it's low key.
Is this guy Phoenix? Is this guy local?
This is Sakari Phoenix.
Yeah, this is Sakari Phoenix. Yeah, this guy's local. I
Yeah,
remember.
he is a little loco. Sometimes you can accessorize with blades, the knives and stuff.
Yeah.
But other times you can accessorize with umbrellas.
With umbrellas.
Yeah.
If they can't see you, you're not there. They're like children. If I can't look at the problem, if I can't see the problem, it's not there.
So
there we go.
That's another way to go about your Israelite.
This was last week.
Clearly now, my doctrine's gone. That's what he should be singing, bro. Facts.
I mean, it's
Those
weird.
guys are crazy.
Imagine saying you're a strong, brave, powerful man of the Lord, but
You're hiding behind a dollar store umbrella.
you're literally hiding behind.
They did that to you twice. Every time you came,
an umbrella.
and it wasn't like from the East Coast. There are umbrellas, and then there are umbrellas. Right. They have the biggest possible umbrellas you can.
And on the west,
got a weapon at this guy. Look at this. Oh, hey.
Who has an umbrella like that in Phoenix, Arizona in January?
Who? I don't know. Who? And is that's the thing? Your line of spiritual defense is an umbrella. Like how strong is your doctrine, bro?
An atheist walks up to IUIC while we were talking, and they poke him.
Did they move the umbrellas to the side to see the atheist but still block you?
No, they poke him. I don't know who this guy was. He was not with me. I don't know who he was. He just wadded up. But watch what they do here.
And on the west,
got a weapon at this guy. Look at this.
Read. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations. And in them, the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall thereof. So, we read about the kingdom of heaven. It says that there are 12 gates.
Did he say he wants to ask him a question? Is that a white woman right there?
She's a reporter that
Okay.
She's from the local Jewish newspaper.
Okay.
And she wanted to see these groups. So I said, well, I'm going out there. I'll take you with me so you know where they're at.
Okay.
So I don't know if she hasn't written an article or anything, but that's what she said she's doing. So they kind of talked to her.
I'd be interested to see
She
that.
said who she was. Everything was up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say that.
But I went later on to another camp.
That guy right there. That's the guy I went to church with. So the guy holding the umbrella, I went to church with him for years, and then when his cousin, his brother got out of church, they all became Israelites. So
That's
I see them. I saw him a week ago at the Applebee's. He just waved at me and sat down to eat. But
so was he a nice guy back in the day?
Yeah, all those guys were nice, but they were. You could tell that they weren't. My opinion is they weren't as plugged in. They were just musicians. So musicians is just. In church we play and we go home. That's what it is sometimes. But when they got done with church, I think the other one is in there. But I see them all the time, and they have grown more and more aggressive. The higher up they go into the Israelite camp.
I wonder if that's from the doctrine they now believe in.
Oh yeah, they believe it.
Yeah,
well, one guy's name was Joshua, and he said he changed his name to Zacchaeus because he didn't have a biblical name.
So, do you want to watch more of these IUIC video clips of when I was out there?
Yeah, go ahead and play another one.
This is the Officer of 50. I don't know actually what's on these, so I don't know what's going to happen, but this is Officer of 50.
Check them before you play them. We don't want no problems with the YouTube.
Hey, shalom. My name is Officer Nehemiah. So the New Testament came because there were better promises under that covenant. Let's get Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 7. Bring it up. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
Guess what? Under the old covenant, what happened when you committed adultery? Leviticus 2.
Your umbrella's touching me, man.
We gonna come back. We're gonna show. What for the Israelites?
So I know you can't tell because it's hard. I'm holding the camera. He's following me everywhere I even move. So it's hard to tell with perspective, but I'm not going by them. I'm trying to move away from them, and they push the umbrella at me.
Well, you remember we were out there not this past summer, but the summer before that. Sakari, one of the guys kept taking my back.
Oh yeah, they like to do that.
One of the guys kept taking my. I mean, there was a big crowd, but I could tell one of the guys in the camp. I don't know his name. He was one of the tallest ones there. He kept taking my back. I'm talking directly behind me. I would move, he would track. I would move, he would track. That's a common
thing, and I don't know if it's just intimidation or if they plan on doing so. I don't know what the deal is, but I've had that happen multiple times.
Their reasoning is something about if I become a troublemaker, they want to put someone in a position where where they could potentially deal with any kind of danger. But I know they're going to see this, so I want you to know, Sakari, I'm not a physical. I'm not.
We know you're not a threat to us. The men of the Lord.
I'm not going to assault any of you. No. I come out to dialogue with you, and that is it.
I intend to dialogue.
But
I mean, look how close he is to me.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the breastplate? That's what I was going to ask you about. What is the breastplate?
It's how many men he's going to be in charge of in the kingdom at his current rank.
So his current.
So they have like rank patches.
Yeah, he's officer of 50. That's officer of 10.
Oh, just 10. He's only a 10.
Yeah, he can only hold one umbrella
as a. The 50s have to hold 2 umbrellas.
Right. Yeah, 25 under each umbrella.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said we were too close. I'm gonna move.
So if that first covenant would have been faultless,
we're close.
Same
with you. Okay.
there should have no place.
So you're following me, right?
For the second. Why? Because
you can hit him now too, bro. You gotta take some umbrella training classes from Penguin or something over here.
Christ was that ultimate sacrifice. Give me.
So they were following me around and poking me, man.
Yeah, that's the normal way they operate when we're. I said just not when we're, but when you show up, that's how they operate. They haven't put an umbrella on me yet, but you're the head Edomite, the lone Edomite. That's what you should do a documentary.
Well, I make jokes. Edomite. I say, hey, this is great. Thanks, guys, for blocking the shade. You know, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey.
The house of Judah.
Let's go to Hebrews 10 now.
Now,
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 1.
Churches,
for the law, having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the thing,
on their
can never, with those sacrifices that they offer year by year continually, make the comers thereunto perfect.
And
you could offer a sacrifice
say you have a right to be there. And as long as you're doing it right, I would agree.
Make you perfect,
but then you come out to 27th Avenue, which is not your building. Your building's over there on Thomas.
They have ceased to be offered.
It's not your building.
Because at the worship
31st Avenue, they got 3 suites.
Really?
Yeah.
Over there by the UPS?
It's just south of it. But it's south of Thomas.
UPS
is north.
Right there where them industrials on the left side of the street.
Yeah.
The red
UPK's is up by me.
Yeah, I've never seen them out. They only seem to do stuff in their little class.
I've seen them out once. Oh, I'm usually working.
The one's up on 28th Avenue, right?
Hey,
next 28th Avenue Cactus. Yeah.
Next time you see them out, bro, hit me up.
I will. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I think they go out Fridays. They were kind of lurking once outside their front door, and then they never came out.
Okay.
But anyways.
Well, enough of these videos. I don't want to play any more umbrella videos, but it gives you an
Under
idea.
my umbrella.
That's horrible.
Hey, that would be a great thing to score this to
That'd be a great clip to that, yeah.
To score this, you know. That's a great.
These guys are
that's a great idea.
These guys are just.
Okay, let's see. This one's been a little different because you did images. Let's see what the comments are here.
Switch to the comments.
All right, let's go through here.
See
What's up to the live chat? How y'all doing? Have you guys enjoyed tonight's show? I hope so. Let's see what people are saying in the live chat here.
I hope you come away more informed of what these people believe, because it's easy to pick on the low hanging fruit with them, but they do have a lot of very out there. I think one of the things that always kind of frustrates me when I see a video online of them tripping up a Christian is a lot of the things they say just come out of left field so hard that like you don't know who or what you're dealing with, and you run into one of these camps that just says something really outlandish, and it kind of just it would put anybody on their back. Like, did you know our prophet is actually Joshua from Ezekiel 3? Like, how are you going to deal with that?
So no, in all seriousness, that's one of the things I viewed as part of what my ministry is supposed to be, Josh.
Yeah, of course,
is to equip Christians beforehand to take away the shock factor. So so if you're not stunned or phased, then you can, instead of being like, what? You can actually respond.
I ran into this I ran into this church that started out of Korea that told me like,
bro, I thought you said you ran into a Korean Hebrew Israelite, and I was about to say in the show. Man, that's what it sounded like.
GMS does claim Bruce Lee was an Israelite.
Well, that's Tahar will say anything about that.
Yeah, so that means his son Brandon Lee, who we've ever seen a picture of him,
Yeah, I
is
have.
actually an Israelite too.
Yeah.
Read that comment, please. I can't see it.
These are image bearers of God, and Satan is blinding and deceiving them. That's absolutely horrific, and they are growing in numbers.
I know that is true. They are growing in numbers. That is true, which is why what vocab does is so important.
Brian Ryan says, embarrassing. Imagine if someone asked you to hold an umbrella out of fear. These cowards fear vocab because the Lord uses him. Well, thank you.
Also, I would take that as a little bit of a sign of
The umbrellas?
yeah, I would
No,
like
fear.
No, just not just that. I'm agreeing with that point, but I'm saying also if I were to look at it, it's like you're out here, you're dressed in in our official outfit, and all you're good for is holding an umbrella. Like because even the one guy that I knew, he was a cameraman for like 5 years. Like he couldn't say nothing. He could do. Now he's like the head teacher.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I would take that as a little bit of a sign of disrespect. Say, this is all you're good for. And I know they probably have a more noble cause for it to say, oh man, you're like the ultimate, umbrella protector sergeant or whatever the titles they give you. But I would take that as kind of, like I said, I've met them, I've talked to them, I've never seen anything in them that was like, yo man, I just want to be a servant.
Oh, yeah.
On Indian school in the hood.
Hold this umbrella.
Yeah, hold this umbrella and these hot dogs for 13 years, and you might get to mess up scripture.
Bro, no one's holding hot dogs. That's
I was gonna say, were there hot dogs out there? 'Cause
No,
that's
that's pork, man.
Yeah,
Can't hold no hot dogs.
Tell you how disrespectful
They
this
are
is.
pretty much all unified on that front. I'll say that when it comes to diet.
yeah,
They're all unified on that front.
Yeah, I mean, they're unified a lot. But
Yeah.
just to see
I don't
these
know.
clips,
Fringes
man.
inside the house, fringes outside.
People are saying the
T-shirts.
IUIC is the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah,
Remember that
Pretty-
show? That show?
I just want to stand on the street and be angry.
Mike,
at everyone.
do you know who this is?
I do not.
That
oh,
is
wait,
that's Nathaniel.
that looks like is that him?
That's a young Nathaniel. It's spelled like YELL at the end, just so we're clear.
Yep.
Nathaniel.
Wow.
You like that, Mike? It's Nathaniel, which is ironic.
Yes, very, very.
Wow.
ironic.
Well, I wonder when this was taken.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Detective Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still a detective now?
No, he stopped investigating a long time ago. Do you guys like that?
Wow.
His name is Nathaniel Ray.
Now what?
Now he's changed it to the Nathaniel Ben Israel or something like that. But at this time, this was Detective Nathaniel Ray. Here, let me put it on so we can see him with us.
So can he be an Israelite and a cop?
No.
Well,
I don't know.
In IUIC, you can.
In IUIC.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I think that you could be. You gotta. There's a lot more Israelites who we might say are, I don't know, somewhat normal, and they would be okay with this. But IUIC goes out of the way to be okay with this. There's no problem with them having these kinds of jobs and being a Hebrew Israelite. But that's him when he was with the NYPD.
What's their rationale for that?
We gotta have a job. You gotta have a job.
We gotta make some kind of money.
We're with the oppressors. We're told to prosper in Babylon, just like the ancient Israelites.
But you would be joining essentially with the oppressor in enforcement of their hypothetical regime.
Romans 13.
None of them.
That's a terrible.
Yes.
Oh, come on! Don't give me Romans 13. There.
None of them could. None of the Israelites could operate in any capacity without an oppressor.
That's true.
So probably having a job is probably the only way to be acceptable, because you have to provide for your family.
Well, no, they believe you have to work, but
work with the oppressor is probably a more of a discussion that you could have with them. And if they were to make any exception for being, quote unquote, around the oppressor, only exception could be work. You can't worship with them.
Well, yeah,
you can't be friends with them. But,
well, you hold on. You just understand though. That's true about One West. So the other ones would say you can do those things with them, like GOCC. They can be in your camp. One West groups would say you can't be, you can't be friends. You can't worship with them. So that's true, but they all teach different things. But we're talking about One West camp, which way say you definitely can't be in the camp. But yet there's Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I thought
IUIC. So IUIC, I admit, like IUIC is one of the Hebrew Israelite camps that I just can't bring myself to watch too much of, because when I watch stuff that might pop up or I go looking for it, I can listen to a minute or two before it just becomes so much flowery like jargon that I really can't really get into the meat and potatoes of what they believe too much. Is IUIC One West?
Yeah. He was at the old school back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, he was actually there. You know? So yeah.
Okay. Like all right.
Yeah, they're definitely one. I mean, he was at One West back then.
Okay.
Like when it was, way back then.
And he was there as a cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what his particular role was at the time, but he ended up being a detective though.